Happy New Year! Coffee Doug here, Saturday Rough Cuts. It is a brand new year. Happy 2011, and I hope you all enjoyed yourselves by the time you're watching this. I hope it was great. Hopefully you're not hungover, and hopefully everybody was safe. So, Happy New Year to you. I'm going to start off the new year reviewing Tron. And it's going to be the original Tron, 1982. Not to be confused with, the newer Tron. See, the original has a young Jeff Bridges, but the new one also has a young Jeff Bridges and an old Jeff Bridges, but it's a fake young Jeff Bridges. Yeah. And I think next week I'm going to do True Grit, which has an old John Wayne, not an old Jeff Bridges, which is in the new True Grit. All very confusing. Anyway, Tron, 1982, rated PG, I think, runs about an hour and 40 minutes. This movie, it stars Jeff Bridges, obviously, directed by Steven Lisberger. Hasn't done a lot. I didn't recognize the name. Bruce Boxleitner, he's been in everything, and the thing I find funny about Tron is obviously, it's the story. A lot of people kind of know what it's about. A guy gets sucked into a video game. But it's not just that. Jeff Bridges plays a character who invented these awesome games, these awesome video games, and he gets suckered. Like, the owner of the company that he works for basically takes all of his ideas and furthers his career doing it, like stealing the ideas, and Jeff Bridges gets kicked out of the company. So they go to try to, find evidence that he actually created these games. Jeff Bridges did. Flynn, he plays the character Flynn. And while he's trying to do that, the master computer, which is kind of like Terminator-ish, it's got a mind of its own. It is able, you'll see how they do it, but it's able to suck him into its world because it doesn't want to be destroyed, and it wants to run everything, and it's been kind of pulling the strings of the owner of the company. So Flynn gets sucked in, and he's got to compete in this game to get out alive and try to save himself. And he is considered a user while he's in there because he's a true user. He created the program, and the other people that are helping him in the program, they're called programs themselves. So it's like this master computer is using these programs as slaves and doing whatever it wants. Because like I said, it has a mind of its own. One thing that I found very strange, now this is my first time watching this just a few days ago, I couldn't believe that Tron is the name of a character in the movie that is not Jeff Bridges. They tell you that right away, and that surprises me. I mean, why did they call it Tron if it wasn't Jeff Bridges? I don't know, and that's not even the name of the game. It's like, just wait till you see it. It's really weird that they chose that name to me, but it didn't do very well at the box office when it came out. And actually, they made the arcade game right around a little bit after, and the arcade game outsold the movie. It did amazing, and that's why a lot of people know about it now, because people had played the arcade game, and and obviously the sequel, which is weird that they would make that. I haven't seen that yet, but I'm going to check it out. To watch Tron, I had to borrow it from a friend, and I wish they would have let me keep the DVD for a little bit, but they wanted it back, because they might be selling it or something, because when I went to look for Tron to purchase or to rent, it's impossible to find. Like Tron on DVD, whether it's the one that came out in 2000 or the 20th anniversary in 2002, I think, is like $180. Or used, it's like $100. It's so stupid, I can't... That just bugs me to no end. Re-release the movie before the sequel comes out in theaters. So I don't know why the company, well, people on the internet are saying that people, or the company did not do that. They didn't re-release it because they're afraid that a lot of folks would think that the original Tron is so bad that they wouldn't go see the sequel. I don't know how true that is. That sounds like a somewhat valid theory. I heard in a few months, like in 2011, they are going to be releasing a Blu-ray version of the original. So, there you go. But if you get your hands on it, it's definitely worth something, and if you can check it out, watch it. I enjoyed it very much because I actually had heard it was so bad by a lot of people. I think Tron was way ahead of its time. The special effects are very cheesy now, but I could tell what they were trying to do. I could tell what they were going for, and how they just kind of wanted to blow your mind, and I feel like in a lot of ways they did. Doesn't apply to, you know, it's not going to apply. It's not going to appeal to everyone, but it, you can kind of appreciate it for what it is, and it made me excited to see the sequel. So I hope you're all having a very great 2011 so far, and check out the other Rough Cutters, and give us advice on what we should be watching and what you want to hear reviewed, and let me know what you think of the original Tron compared to the sequel. I would like to hear your thoughts on it. One thing I forgot to mention, and this just killed me when I watched it, is the main bad guy, the master computer, you know, the computer itself, when they show what that thing looks like in the game world, I swear it looks just like the damn Kool-Aid Man. Like, oh yeah, that Kool-Aid guy. I started laughing so hard when I saw that, and I wish Pancake would be watching that too, and he could talk about it right now, because it would have killed him. Don't watch this movie on acid, because it's going to really trip you out when you see the Kool-Aid Man going after Jeff Bridges.